mom's friends being like, oh, you a player, you gonna be a player. I'm like, oh, I say that then. Like, probably like recorded my first shit in like 8th grade. Never been around from none, like dudes like working by herself type shit. Like, she ain't never did nothing wrong. Anything that I've ever done was strictly off me just being a little badass nigga.
Alright guys, I'm AOA. This is AOA the Shed. Today we got Pootie Tang with the belt.
This little trapper with my, you feel me? Niggas tripping, don't even got the belt on today like shit. You know, do what they do though.
Hell yeah. Take us back, man. What was it like being an early Pootie Tang with the belt?
Early Pootie Tang with the belt. You know how niggas be and shit, like, good example. Just like, you would know, like, you would see a little nigga, like, they'll be like, with they dukes like shit, and every single of their mom's friend gonna be like, he's so cute, blah, blah, whatever. Nigga, I'm fucking light skinned. Like, where are we going with this shit, you feel me? So it's like, niggas already knowing something off rip. And then I was never like, fuck it. I don't know. It's like, I just knew I was like, people, my mom's friends being like, oh, you a player, you gonna be a player. I'm like, oh, I say that then. But like, I'll be chilling though. I'll be chilling. So
it was already, you was already predestined.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, ain't nothing I could do about it. My dad, that nigga, he kind of like, he get around type
like
shit. Yeah. So I don't know. It must be in the blood and the genes or some shit.
Hell yeah. You close to both your parents to this day?
Hell nah. I don't even know my dad for real. It's like, I know him a little bit, but that's only cause I met the nigga like 3 times. He could watch this shit too. It's like, I'm gonna be real with him. I don't talk to the nigga before. It's like, bro was never around. The first time I seen him and was like able to comprehend it, like, oh, you're a human being, I was 11 years old. That nigga never been around from none, like, dudes like working by herself type shit. Like, niggas went from like trailer to like main crib, like dudes got like stepdad. I'm not gonna dig too much into their business and shit like that, trying to keep it on me and shit, but like, right. You know, just how it be like single parent, like trying to like work shit out with 2 kids and they fucking dad living with them and shit like that. Like, that shit is crazy. So she was doing that and I was just playing, I was playing baseball. I don't know, cap, niggas could've went to the league off the fucking baseball. I'm not gonna hold you.
How old when you started playing?
Probably 6. This is a good place to start if we talking about going big. Yeah, I was probably about 6 years old. Fucking Deuce was like, if you're gonna play baseball, I'm not finna. She was smart with it. She was like, you know, like some parents, they'll be like super supportive and like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, let your kid do whatever they want to do. Like, go follow behind them type shit. But it's like, you know your kid is ass. They don't know it. They're not self-aware, but it's like, you know your kid is ass and you letting them do this in front of everybody type shit. And it was like, oh, damn, I lost track. No, I'm about to talking too much.
No, you're talking about how kind of parents kind of push their kids maybe to be something they're not, or they're not self-aware.
Oh, okay, for sure. So it's like, oh my God. So, yeah, so it's like some niggas, like, they might blatantly like be like, oh yeah, they shouldn't be doing this shit, but my deuce was like, okay, you're gonna be playing Wildcat as like a tester. That shit's like $10. You feel me? It's like $10 the whole season. You just pay for literally the shirt and the fucking hat, and it's just like bullshitting for real, like practicing. So it was like, if you ask at that, then I'm not paying full price. Like, I'm a single mom. I'm not gonna pay $400 for you to play real baseball just for you to be ass at it type shit in front of everybody. So no goods. But I went through that shit. That shit was slight work, fire. Duke started putting me in city ball. I never did travel ball just because that shit is way too expensive. But niggas is clean with it. Unfortunately, there's no clips because I didn't play in high school. I said, fuck that. Niggas rapping and shit, the Pootie Tang and shit. Don't get fucked up. I'm just playing. Nah, but yeah, so like, I kind of quit playing baseball like when I got to high school, because I was like, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me trying to do practice 5 days a week, 6-7 days a week, and then when the season comes around, it's still practicing, and then it's games on the, like, fuck no. I ain't got no time for nothing. Like, I was already getting money and shit. So it was like, I'm not trying to deal with nothing. Like, that shit was too much for me. So I'm gonna just play city ball. But I was already too old. I was gonna age out and shit. So like, that happened. So it was like, I really just like went full in with the rapping and shit. But I was already rapping from at the time I was like 3 years old. Like, I knew I wanted to do this shit. I've been doing this shit. Like, you feel me? So I was like, fuck it. I'm finna go somewhere. I always tell myself I'm finna go somewhere to one of them. If niggas not playing baseball, if niggas not in the league, niggas rapping. If niggas not rapping, then niggas in the league. And if niggas in the league, then I'm rapping while I'm in the league. You feel like, cause that was the shit I knew as a little nigga. I'm like, bro, I'm finna be too raw with this shit to not be doing it regardless of what the fuck going on. So it's like, that's another thing. It's like, for me, it's never been about like, oh, you get the money, like you gotta be rich off whatever you're doing. Like, I genuinely give a fuck about music. Like, this shit, like, shit means something. You feel? I don't know. But yeah, so.
Where does your confidence come from? Because you said when you was young, you knew you was the shit. You knew you was either gonna be one of the two.
It was weird because I was real shy as a kid, like, and I think it was because I had so many people saying shit like that to me, like, oh, like, you that one, you just like blah blah. I'm like, don't talk to me. Like, I used to hide behind people and shit, like not trying to say nothing. So I think as I got older, I just had to boost myself out of that because I already knew, like, regardless of what I do, I'm gonna attract attention. And I'm not even talking about women or anything, just people in general. I'm gonna attract attention and I'm gonna have to deal with it. And especially as a rapper, how the fuck you gonna rap, get on stage in front of niggas if you can't fucking do nothing? You feel me? So it's like, if you scared of that shit. So I think I just broke out of that and said, fuck it. But it's like, I'm gonna bring it back. Being raised with a single mom is like, she has to have confidence to do all the shit she's doing to even take care of business in the first place. So it's like, when you growing up just watching one person like hustle, like get that shit, it's like, what the fuck you finna do?
Hell yeah. How old were you when you say you were getting money, hustling, or doing whatever you had to do?
Bro, 10. And not even in a bad way. Like, I'm not saying nothing about my, like, I wasn't selling drugs at like 10 years old.
No, you couldn't be selling
like,
candy or...
Bro, I was the only nigga with a job.
You had
like,
a job?
I had a job, and not even on some, like, let me just not even, like, say the names to, like, even get,
right,
like, nothing, like, even having it or whatever, but, like, I did have a job. It was that's finna be too much detail. I had a job at a restaurant.
Okay.
Yep. I had a job at a restaurant, and I was the only nigga. Who the fuck, 10 years old for real, and then you going through middle school, everyone's just fucking 12, 13 years old. I had racks on me, nigga, like,
damn.
Like,
were you helping out pay bills at an early age? Or?
She wasn't really worried about it just because she was happy to see me as a kid being able to go buy my own shit and not have to actually depend on her for it because I'm like getting my own money, you feel me? So she wasn't really tripping on it. But it's like, obviously as I'm older and shit, I'm still living there. It's like, that's what niggas like trying to do and shit. And I'm not finna front on niggas like, no, I don't got my own crib, nigga. I'm 19. I just got out of high school, 8 months ago? Like, I just got out of high school, just got off probation. Like, come on, like, be fucking realistic. Some niggas be too egotistical with this shit, and you just gotta, like, cut that shit down immediately. Otherwise, that's how you get niggas that blow up and then forget about everybody and just act like nothing happened, because they never gonna say nothing about their real life in the beginning to even get there in the first place. Shut that shit down real quick.
Have you experienced people that are just music or anything like that where people kind of put on the front and you're like, bro, you're not
nothing
like that?
Nothing extreme to where it's like, oh, this is somebody where it's like, oh, you're really throwing shade on me because you're like trying to belittle me because you might genuinely be more popular than I am. It's never some shit like that. It's just like people who I could have been cool with at some point. Or it's like they see me doing some shit, and even though they in a completely different lane, they not making music, they not doing whatever I'm doing, they just jealous of it, you feel me? And I feel like that relates to everybody. This shit sounds like stereotypical as fuck of any rapper to say in a fucking interview, but like, this shit's dead ass. Like, it be what it be. Take that shit on the fucking chin, boys.
When would you say you put yourself in the Fort Wayne hip hop scene? What age and how old were you?
I dropped my first song. That bitch still on SoundCloud. If you look up Trapping with Mo on SoundCloud, there's a second account that pops up. And I'm glad I can get this on footage and for people to notice, because I just want this to be known because it looks so goofy. Bro, there's an old SoundCloud account that had my old music on it. I used to go by Young Wi-Fi. Let me shout out this nigga Wi-Fi's Funeral real quick.
Hell yeah.
I used to be like hooked on that nigga. Like, I thought he best rapper. Like, no one was telling me nothing about that nigga, and I was like, looking. Some people used to tell me like, you kind of look like him. I don't look like him. I really don't. At least not anymore. And I really didn't too much back then, but it's like, oh, if we're going to draw the comparison of this light-skinned nigga with curly hair to a rapper, we're going to draw it to this Puerto Rican nigga who looks light-skinned, and he's a fucking rapper. So it's like, there you go. But if I'm going to be like that and bring like people who inspired me into this shit, We gonna talk Rob Banks for real.
Okay.
That nigga, bro, cold. I'm a stamp it right now. Collab tape.
Okay.
Collab tape. Promise.
Yeah.
Promise that on anything in my life. Like niggas not gonna expect it. Gonna come out of nowhere. You gonna see me one day, not gonna see me the next day. I'm gonna be back, but you're not gonna see me the next day. You feel me? Like niggas, it would be something crazy, but I'm not worried about that right now. I got my own shit going on. Niggas gonna get there. Shit takes time. It's already been like 6 years, but if we talking like, once again, take it back, like your question was, inserting myself in, I was like 6th grade. I dropped my first song on this old ass account. I used to go by Young Wi-Fi, and it was a song that was a remix to a Wi-Fi's funeral song. It's called Joe Budden Probably Thinks I Can't Rap.
Bro, that's crazy.
Hardest shit ever, right? So I had my little LG tribute, my little tricking ass phone type shit. Nigga has a voice memo app on it, and it's like meant for like recording podcasts or some shit, so you could put like audio in the background. I would like download the instrumentals off YouTube, put that bitch into the voice memo, nigga, no headphones, nothing, just rapping into the fucking phone, hoping that shit sounds decent enough, drop that shit. So that's how you get Joe Budden Probably Thinks I Can't Rap, Lil Sky's Funeral remix, fucking, I don't know, I think there's like a ABG Neil and fucking like Forrest Gump remix, like that song when that shit was popping. Like it's just a whole bunch of like remixes from back then, because I was a little nigga, I didn't have my own beats, and I wasn't trying to get like booked by producers for stealing their beats and shit on YouTube. Like I'm not tripping, because I'd already niggas not gonna find it, but I used to have a YouTube channel where I was dancing and shit, and that shit got copyrighted and taken down because I was dancing over fucking Chris Brown music as like an 8-9-year-old nigga, and then didn't know how to put that shit in the description, didn't know I had to, gone.
Damn.
But like I'm not fucking tripping. Like so if we gonna talk about that, nigga, I used to break dance when I was little. But fuck that. It wasn't nothing serious. I never did classes, like none of that kind of shit. And oh my god, the way I just like did those motions and shit made me be like, oh yeah, let me brush this under the rug. Like I'm not trying to flex or nothing. Nah, but like that ass, I used to just break dance around my house with my brother and shit, just on like some little, you feel like some little smooth ass shit, like nothing crazy. But yeah, so that was a thing. But yeah, so, well, I just basically answered your question about when I started myself in. I was probably like 12 years old, because it was like 6th grade. Dropped my first song. And then if we gonna say when I like recorded my first song, like microphone, not even BandLab, like nothing on the phone, none of that type of shit. Recorded my first song. Shout out my nigga, I don't know what he wants to go by right now. I just call him Draco, that's my nigga. So I'm my nigga Draco. Bro, fucking, that nigga, he be, see, the only reason I'm not finna just say that, because I don't know what he goes by, because he drops so much random music on like by different names and stuff. So it's like I'm not just finna come. So my nigga Draco, but he does make music. He's another Fort Wayne artist, nigga. Fire, y'all should go check him out. Fire ass nigga, go stupid crazy. But yeah, he let me record on his shit, cause that like he was one of those niggas that like, you know, had the PC and had a mic, like could have been playing video games, whatever. But then he gets into like, nah, cause that nigga, I don't know, I'm not about to like blow this nigga's whole like interview and shit whenever he give, but it's like, he been fucking with music just as long as I have, but it's like he could have been playing games, making music, whatever, but he had the shit, was already making his own music, and we became friends and shit. He found out I made music and was willing to let me come use his shit. Probably like 8th grade, like probably like recorded my first shit in like 8th grade or like freshman year maybe, something like that. Just slid to bro's house and did that shit. No, hey, no. Okay, we gonna keep that. None of that shit coming out, because that is facts. But shout out my nigga Lon, bro. My nigga Lon. In middle school, the first time I recorded on a mic, not a studio, but on a mic with a fucking like monitor and like a computer, you feel me? I was in 7th grade. And it's some of the songs that got dropped on that original SoundCloud profile, because I was going through name changes and shit at the time. But there's like a Chirac remix. That bitch was lucky to. Niggas lucky shouldn't find that. That shit might be gone by the time y'all see this.
Okay.
That shit was hard though, but that might just be something for the little keepers type shit.
Okay. But so I got a question. I know you said that the women were already telling you you're gonna be a pretty boy. Did you have an early run-in with women? Like you were early to get started, or
Not really. Not that I know of. Maybe I got some like hidden trauma or some shit that I'm like tweaking on. But like, I don't know. This shit about to sound freaky as fuck. But I guess this the shit that makes interviews go big, ain't it? I don't know. Niggas was watching I think the first time I had seen porn, like probably like kindergarten, first grade, and nothing like, it was not on my mom being bad or none of that type of shit. I have an older brother, you feel me? Nigga's 8 years older than me.
Yeah.
So it's like anything that nigga knows, and that nigga a fucking gremlin, just like I'm a fucking gremlin. So it's like, if that nigga, you feel me? So he probably like, not even like, it's not like that nigga would have showed me some shit like that at that young. Like that nigga is not no fucking weirdo, no shit like that. But we used to watch shit like Jersey Shore and like shit like that. So it's like, I'm already, people out here, bitches out here being like, oh, yo son, this, that, and the third, whatever. And then I'm watching shows, bitches with titties and ass out, like, you feel me? So it's like, of course I'm gonna get on my laptop, little tablet, like whatever the fucking case may be, and start looking up shit, and then I'm gonna come across to you, feel me? So like, that's how that happens. So it's like, what can I say? Like, it is what it is.
Hell yeah. Were you smoking early?
Once again, no disrespect to my mom. She literally did nothing wrong. She ain't like anything. No. I'm not saying nothing about you neither. Just like, she ain't never did nothing wrong. Anything that I've ever done was strictly off me just being a little badass nigga. Cause I know she gonna watch this, and this ain't even nothing crazy. People gonna be like, nigga, please, come on, blah, blah. Keep this shit real. I mean, my first time smoking a cigarette, I was probably like still in elementary school. Like, I'm not gonna say I was chiefing weed. Wasn't like chiefing none of that shit in elementary. I didn't start doing that till like middle school. Like, first time I smoked probably like 7th or 8th grade. Like, you know, when around the time most people like fucking hop off the porch, like start doing shit, whatever. So it's like, that's probably when I got into that. But the first time I smoked a cigarette, just cause like I lived in a house of like cigarette smokers, I probably stole one and snuck off with it. A young nigga doing stupid shit. And I don't know. I mean, if we're saying smoking young, then what more can you say than that nigga stole a cigarette as an elementary student? You know what I mean? So
when did the weed come in?
Halloween, 7th or 8th grade.
You got a story with that one?
I do. I was just my friend I known for a long time. It was like, yo, you trying to come smoking shit? It's Halloween. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, fuck it. So I slid over, and she was like, yo, my friend's coming over. I'm like, I don't know this nigga, but if you cool with him, I'll be cool with him. Nigga came over, he was cool. Fucking went on a little walk like shit. Fucking, there's a old like empty like car wash, like abandoned car wash type shit. Like the self ones you do by yourself, a self car wash. It's shit like abandoned. So niggas fucking just pulled that bitch up, how inside of it, niggas was chiefing and shit. Funny as shit. I was like, cause I was a little nigga, like I never seen no one do some shit like this, so I thought it was crazy. I'm like, you won't eat the roach? You won't eat the roach, you bitch ass nigga? And the nigga ate it. Like just tweaking out, it was stupid shit. But yeah, I don't know, that's we after that, niggas walked to McDonald's. Niggas walked their happy ass all the way to McDonald's, fried as fuck. Motherfuckers left me in that bitch smelling like crud, like a motherfucker could, how long ago this was? Probably, not like super long ago, but like probably like 5 years ago, like type shit. Fucking niggas was smoking some ass, some fucking Reggie. That's what I was trying to say. Like, this shit was 5 years ago. Niggas was smoking some fucking trash. But like, niggas was in that bitch fried, and that shit was stinking though. You know that Reggie fucking, it just smells like ass. You can just smell it. That shit emanates, builds an aura around you. So I'm in that bitch red-eyed as fuck, smelling like crud, like young nigga, like whatever. And my friends just gonna leave me in that bitch. They dipped, or no, matter of fact, they was sitting behind me. One of them said, I'm gonna go outside real quick. I'm like, all right. I'm standing in the line. It's going slow as fuck. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm looking back. Next thing you know, both the motherfuckers gone. I'm like, what? I'm still standing in the line. The same motherfucker is still behind me. Where did y'all go? It's been like an hour. Y'all supposed to be here. Motherfuckers dipped. So I'm in here looking at strangers like, I'm like, what the fuck? And I gotta order these motherfuckers food and shit. So I ordered that shit, couldn't find them. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta go. So I get to walk in, I got all this food and shit. I'm trying to call them. My data ain't working and shit. I think my data is shut off. Or maybe I should, nah. Yeah, okay, matter of fact, I think that bitch was just like lagging or some shit. She was not working, no messages going through, calls weren't going through, none of that. So I'm like hitting that line like, y'all niggas, like, y'all left me, like, what the fuck is wrong? Y'all tripping. Like, I got y'all food, y'all niggas just left, like, what the fuck? They were like, nah, bro, we thought you left. I was like, huh? They were like, nah, cause I'm leaving out a fucking part. I did, in the middle of the line, I said, hey, can y'all watch this shit? I'm gonna go outside and take a phone call. So when I said one of them went outside, I also went outside as well at a different time, out a different side of the door. So God. They was watching the line. Another nigga was watching my spot. And I guess she went to go find him, or he came back into some shit. Shit got swapped up, and niggas all left. Like, niggas all left. But niggas got their food and shit, ate, fucking went back to the crib, you know, fucking sprayed the cologne, all that shit, left jackets, got niggas walked their happy ass back home, just chilling.
Yeah. You smoke to this day?
Yeah.
Would you advocate for it to be legal in Indiana?
For sure. I don't. It's weird because it's like, nigga, you're an adult, so it's like, politics should matter. It's like, even a little bit, because like, you can vote, and even though your vote don't do shit, it kind of do something at the same time. So it's like, but I really don't give a fuck, because it's like, you gotta put it this way, niggas are gonna do shit niggas want to do regardless of what the law is. Like, the thing is, motherfuckers, even in places where weed is legal, motherfuckers still getting arrested for shit that has to do with weed because they're doing shit that makes it illegal. You feel me? So it's like, niggas gonna do nigga shit. Yep. And you can't stop niggas from doing nigga shit. So it really don't matter. And especially like, never mind. I basically said it. Fuck it. You feel me? It's just niggas doing nigga shit. It be what it be.
Okay.